Welcome back to the channel. This is Shane with Excessive Performance TV, and we're back in Vegas for SEMA 2025. As you can see, we are preparing for F1, and we've got the Mirage over here, halfway built up. So this year's a little bit different. They're still under construction at the convention center. So we come in through the side, and this is what we're greeted with. We're greeted with a couple of cars. We got the C8 here that's on backs. Also has some kind of Lamborghini style doors on it. And this is just a C8 with a wide body. It's not a Z06 or a ZR1 or anything. But here's one of the favorite cars of the show. We've got the Revolto with a wide body kit on it in satin black. The Blue Scoop. These are pretty awesome kits. They are basically what we have on Damien from DDE's car. And again, those are some of my favorite cars. That Revolto is freaking beautiful. Here we got a couple of Liberty Walk wide body cars. We got a GT-R from Nissan. You can see we've got the titanium matches the wrap. We got an RX-7 in pink. The yellow and black stripes, that's a little different. I don't think I've seen that before. It's an interesting color combination for two. Alright, here we got the hero car from Fast and Furious #1. Super. It's the car they rebuild. And this is in the front. This is the main entrance. This is where you normally walk into SEMA. I guess we call that the main hall. You got all kinds of cars out here. They do a lot of press conferences and things. But that's where the Super is at. The 55 is at. It's beautiful. Alright, so we're back out front. You got SEMA is basically broken up into what I call about 8 to 9 different sections. You've got the inside portions where you got the main hall, you've got the central hall, you've got the wheel section, you've got the upstairs from that. Then you have what I call the stereo room, and then you go over to the new section where they have a little bit of everything, but that's a lot of the PPF and vinyl wrap stuff. But out here, you have a little bit of everything. We used to have Ford out front. You can see that they're still under construction out here. Eventually, this will all be under the roof again, to where this section is under the shade, but they just haven't got that section completed yet. One of the coolest Hummers I think I've ever seen in my life. We've got the Gas Monkey Garage. This is the one that they bought and marketed. They didn't actually build this car, but they're in the process of building that Ferrari version of it after this one was sold. This one's Hellcat powered. Very awesome. And then just out front, you got a little bit of everything. You have a cab over with a, I'm not sure exactly what was in the back of it. So these are just random cars in this front section. Like I said, this used to be where the Ford out front used to be. So you'd have Mustangs drifting and stuff like that. But that section is closed. Ford no longer comes to SEMA. Chevy no longer comes to SEMA. Here we have one of the cleanest R34s I think I've ever seen. This car was gorgeous. And then this crazy El Camino. Really not a fan of El Caminos, but man, this thing. Look at the fitment on those wheels and how the wheel arches are like perfectly aligned with the rim. Wow. Very, very custom, very trick. Got Monte Carlo SS look to it. Alright, so here we are in what I call the wheel section. The main booth, as you walk in the door, you got the Ferrari Songway. Here you got the Bugatti EV110. You don't see those very often. It's especially customized. And here, my favorite car of SEMA, I think. This is another wide body Revolto body kit. And it is just stunning. Like, the details on this body kit are amazing. Even when sitting beside another wide body kit for the Revolto, this is the one that you've seen a couple of cars already have this body kit. But the one on the purple or pink, or I don't even know what color that car is, that thing is just an absolute beauty. But the one on that car, man, it's got a lot of detail to it. It's got the It reminds me of the Extensa, the race car of the Aventador. I thought that about this first body kit when Damon had it. When he put it on his car, he kind of needed to have that livery. Man, look at the back fenders. It's just amazing. So, I think it's my favorite car scene. No, actually, it is my favorite car scene. And here you can see just the stuff that's the rest of the booth. You got the Ferrari 12-cylinder, and then this. Holy crap! Rolls-Royce wide body with custom orange interior on pearl white paint. That thing looks freaking stunning. Ronnie Wyra. Car with so many details, so many things to look at, so much perfection within the carbon fiber work on this car. What an amazing thing. And I think I've only seen like 3 in all my adventures, let alone at SEMA. So, super rare car. Super gorgeous. White like this. Can't go wrong with that. Porsche I've ever really liked. You got a P1, can't go wrong there, especially in that color. This car's been here a couple of times. This is the AL13 booth, and I think they keep bringing this car back, but I mean, it's a P1, so what? And within that booth, we've got a couple of cars from the guys at RDB. These guys build some pretty cool stuff. That's a couple of their cars there. This is the Dodge booth. What you're looking at is the new electric Charger or Challenger. I'm not sure which moniker they're going after, depending on the body style of the car, I guess. This being a two-door, I guess, is probably the Challenger. But that's what happens when electricity meets your gas powered car. Here's just another car from their booth. This one is it's a super custom Pro Mod car. She's in the color. This one's interesting in the fact that it's a stretched R34 into a 4-door. And if you want to take your friends on a ride, I guess that's the best bet. And of course, the Supra. You can't go wrong with the Supra. Who doesn't like a wagon? And Cadillacs. Love this color with silver rims. It's a spec I wouldn't think I would go for.
For every other person.
All right, we're back outside again in the
Come here real quick. Where is your car?
See, I'm not sure what that car's called, but that was one of the last cars they built.
Burnout Wars boys were running this, and I didn't want
It was
this
rain.
You guys, come on, that's
He's scared. He's scared. He's so scared.
He
So this is the Hoonigan section. So this is going to be over by the barnyard.
We know he's not
So you're
scared,
going to hear a
though,
lot
because
of
we know what to do. The
noise
damage he could do
and
behind the car.
burnouts.
Mike is a dad now, so you know
Sky.
maybe he's toned it down.
But out here you're going to have a little bit of everything.
All right, let's go
the
see if
trophy
we can
truck
y'all
over
want to
here.
start this show early.
You got Bosch trucks over there.
I said y'all want to start it early.
R8.
All right, I'm going to see if I can convince some
Just a
people
little bit of
here.
everything.
Let me go check.
Here we got an airbag, wide body, Ferrari 345. I think it is. This is pretty cool because Ferrari's already so well. When you do that stuff to them, man, it's like you take your knees. And again, like I said, out here you're going to see a little bit of everything. It's all mixed in. Like I said, this is the Hoonigan section. So you just never really know what you're going to run into out there. You're going to have rally cars, Baja trucks, giant trucks, McLarens, RWD Porsches. Again, they weren't here this year with the booth. Last year they built a car while they were here. super cool to watch that thing come together and watch these guys build a car.
All right, then, here's the deal. You gotta get loud. Because the louder you get, the dumber my boys and girls get back there.
Pretty
Yo,
awesome
who was that?
because of what it is. The problem with the burnout is there's no visibility. So, like if you're here and they're running,
All right, then. Well,
you can't see anything.
without
Like
further
you'll
ado,
see
let's
here in
kick
a
things
minute
off with
that
Peter.
once they actually start going after like 15 seconds, there's so much smoke piling up the air that you literally can't see until basically. So I don't basically, I don't just really see it's just really difficult. You need to get some research in here to get people back off the until there's nothing left. I think this guy's tires are on fire actually. Before he actually shuts it down.
See all you guys entertained.
Yeah, moving around some more within this hooligan section, which is what I call the hooligan section. You've got a little bit of everything in here. Again, you've got lowriders, which are my favorites. I love seeing stuff on the ground. I know a lot of people love the big stuff. But the big stuff to me isn't as difficult. The big stuff is old giant neons, different ways of manipulation and suspension. You can just bolt on a bunch of stuff. But when you go look, that's custom. You can't buy parts to get a car this low. Like this truck is setting on, it looks like 26s, maybe 20, I don't know. But they're freaking huge. So to tuck those up in the front end, you have to think about the amount of electronics and hardware these days, and then start tucking the giant wheel. Here you can see this Bentley. It's kind of on the airbags as well. This car has me going on looking at Bentley's thinking. Mustang they make this. And this just kind of shows the numbers. You got a milk truck. Look at that gorgeous thing. Monster trucks. Those.
That's a big girl. Big old thing. About 7,800 pounds worth of American steel.
It's 80 degrees in the middle of the Alright, so we're at the Optimal Challenge area. This is where they bring in all their Optimal Challenge cars. I think they do But here you can see they're drifting. They've got this section set up for drifting. I think they may do some autocross demonstrations and things here as well. They kind of have a little bit of everything going on in this area. I thought it was pretty awesome. They set up a monster truck. For SEMA Fest. SEMA Fest is what I guess we call the after party. It's the end. They have the SEMA Cruise rollout, where all the cars are at SEMA, and everybody goes to that. And after that, Drifting.
It's almost happy hour, so why not crack open some Rich Pump tires? You're just so favorite. Rich could take some names with
Fortunately, like I said, Ford out front isn't there. So we'll So within this area, they have all the Optima Challenge cars. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they go to Spring Mountain. I think maybe the day after SEMA, and I think they all converge out by Nellis Air Force Base at the actual track out there prior to that and do an autocross event. I'm not sure on the details. I just know that these cars are all doing it, and that it's outside of SEMA, and this is kind of like a meeting place for them. This Camaro, the cartoon livery on that thing, to me that is a cool look. Here you can see the smoke from the Hoonigan section. Like I said, they're over there making noise, smoke, having a blast all week. Pretty much every section of SEMA on the outside has a drifting area or a burnout section. So when you're outside, your entire street, you got the smell of gas and tires. You probably do have to notice. This car's been here before. I just absolutely love a third gen left body. This is another third gen comparison. Just look how this is so juicy. Small cars from this area. Actually had a real Mustang, so I kind of fell in love with the interior of the new Mustang. I'm a Chevy guy, I don't have to do that. The problem is the technology. Technology in the new Mustang puts a giant screen that goes all the way across the dash. And it's just so nice, and there's nothing like it offered from Chevrolet. The TIS is like the wheel vendor section. It's kind of behind the Hoonigan area. Here you're going to find lots of monster trucks. They have all the big trucks on 12, 14-inch wide wheels. Here we have another third gen on wide body. I don't know if this was as nice as this. First I've been to have is a cat eye. I've never seen a cat eye with the CL1 hood. It's got crazy cars everywhere. It's literally overwhelming the amount of cars. The amount of quality cars, like everything is twin turbo, everything is nice. They're just, It's overwhelming. It almost makes going to a normal Cars and Coffee after you go to SEMA boring, because these cars all have thousands and thousands of dollars. And to go to a car show where, you know, I come from the Corvette world, where they are trying to just keep the car stocks. They're not doing anything. But even the custom car world, where you may spend $10,000 to $15,000 on your car, these cars are not even in that. They're $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 car bills. So here we have a couple of Huracans. All of these are twin turbos. We got the flat black. This STO. Flat, full, like they call it blue. Orange excellence. I've not seen anything like that before. That gorgeous. Twin turbo system. Purple Challenger, pink twin turbo Huracan on white wheels. I'm really a fan of these wheels. Turbo system. So here we are, just going through kind of, like I said, this is kind of a random area. You never really know what you're going to find over here. This is going to be behind the Hoonigan area again, kind of between the Hoonigan and the Optima battery area. But you just never know. Here we have a Silverado, even it's a Tonka truck over here. Pretty sure I had a tour like that when I was a kid. I was fan of the Rotax figures. So here we are, wrapping up the last of SEMA Day 1. You'll see Nitro Service is about to shut down SEMA for today. Got the Westgate background.
That's what it's about when it's back in the throttle. That's good telling you guys from motor to you guys make the noise.
It's probably one of the best parts.
They're just getting started. Looking on the runway. Looks like we're going to boost them up. He's going to kick this one off. Guys, let's try this again. What do you guys think of this trick?
So this area is where you see the Ford out front.
Let's get those bullets flying and get those voices rolling. Check it out.
But you can see that about to wrap up the construction. I feel like next year it'll be done. So that's the end of day 1. Here we are at Caesars. We are getting ready to go to the F1 arcade and do some sim racing, have a few drinks, and prepare for day 2. The fountains are going off. You can see the sphere. You can see the F1 section where they're putting up the grandstands. So you got a lot going on in Vegas in the middle of November. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you turn into the next video. And I really would like to ask you guys to subscribe and like this video.